Good evening, Mustang Nation. Hope you guys had an amazing Friday. Welcome to tonight's Friday match between the Bismarck High Demons and your West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. I'm Jackson Miller. Alongside joining me up here in the booth is Dan Wolf. Dan, this is another exciting matchup. We got the number 2 Mustangs going up against the number 4 Demons. Another tough team that the Mustangs are going to have to bring it to tonight. The Mustangs picked up a great win last week against West Fargo. They won 33-18. Probably closer than maybe people expected, but you know, you can't take anyone lightly. And when it comes to this time in the season,
no, any win is a good win at this point, Jackson. Of course, it's senior night; it's the last home regular season game of the year, so that's always adds to the excitement of the night. There's some challenging conditions out here, and as you pointed out, Bismarck being a tough opponent in that top 5 ranking, and so certainly Cheyenne's going to have to be on point tonight if they're going to come out victorious. So there you see Bismarck's record at 5-2, but their only losses come to Shanley, who everyone has lost to, that has come up against them so far, Jackson. And they lost 26-23 to Minot just last week. So, this is a team that, as the 4th ranked team in the coaches poll in the QRF, this is a team that you can't take lightly. You certainly can't look past them, especially as Cheyenne's trying to lock up that number 2 seed and home field advantage throughout the playoffs until a trip to the Dakota Bowl, hopefully, for them.
Well, I think the Mustangs have an exciting this game, and then they got their regular season finale out at Mandan next week. Another solid squad that they were able to beat at home last year in the regular season finale here at Essentia Health Mustang Stadium, and that was a really good game. So the Mustangs, these next couple games, it's an opportunity for them to finish strong.
Absolutely, and at 6-1, the last broadcast that we did against Minot, a team that had given up 12 points the entire season. I had mentioned a couple of times that to me it was the defense that was the difference maker that night for Cheyenne. They really held their ground against a really potent Minot running attack, and then we got enough points, and then kind of the dam broke and scored more points than anyone had against Minot. That big gorilla hanging out there, though, is still Shanley. They're the undefeated number 1 team in the state, and, I don't think anyone should be looking anywhere past this most immediate next game because it is so meaningful in terms of ranking for the playoffs and those sorts of things that that's what you have to focus on. And so Cheyenne comes in as the number 2 ranked team here in the QRF and the Coaches Bowl.
Well, and I think that game against Minot, the Mustangs demonstrated really fantastic composure. Back, last year and the year before, and recent years actually, Mustangs that offense wasn't necessarily designed to play from behind as well as the offense is now, because with that RPO now, they're able to speed things up and they're able to get the ball through the air. They're able to pass the ball really well and efficiently. And when they were behind 17-14 against Minot there, they had their backs against the walls, and they came back down and responded with a touchdown.
They did, and you didn't see that sense of panic. And as you mentioned in that flex offense that Cheyenne had run in the early years of the program, that was not an offense that was designed to get big chunks of points at a time. That was a ground control, get a lead, hold on to it, and really force your opponent to do something to beat you. But it is a very different scenario now with the RPO and the emergence of, with Caleb Deere moving to wide receiver. He was the beneficiary of 2 touchdown passes 2 weeks ago. When we broadcast the game. And so, I think we tend to continue to see growth every time out, right? Every time that we see Caden Olson play, we're seeing him, kind of grow into this role. And, Caleb Deere came up huge as a skill player in the last game as well.
Well, let's talk about the success of Barry Pennu. He certainly had an outstanding game against the Packers last week.
Yeah.
He had almost 150 yards from scrimmage, and he's also had the last few games, not just the game against West Fargo last week, but Minot and Red River. He was outstanding in those games. He's been the workhorse out of the backfield this year.
He has been, and he gets stronger as the game goes on. That's what we've seen. One thing I'd love to see Barry do is hit the holes harder early in the game. I think he kind of dances around looking for that big home run opportunity, and I would really love to see him get downhill and hit those holes hard early on in the game, and I think that's going to be even more effective for him to open things up as the game goes on. But he is the guy, with an RPO, everyone loves to watch the ball fly through the air and to get big chunks of yardage, but you still have to get yards on the ground, and that's the job for Barry Pennu tonight, is to continue to put Sheyenne in good positions to get 4, 5, 6, 7-yard runs so that they're not, backed up with 3rd and long and those sorts of things.
Yeah, absolutely. He's averaging 81 yards per game this year,
Yes.
and that's a great average for any running back to have. If you're running back yourself, you got to be happy with that.
Absolutely. Probably one of the guys that maybe hasn't gotten the type of attention that other Cheyenne players has in the past is Cade Petchock. And, Cade has been a rock star for Cheyenne this year, playing both offensive and defensive line, and you can see on the screen there
He's got a lot
the
of
list
FBS.
of offers, FBS and FCS offers, and with men's going to the Gophers last year, that makes it attainable for a player from this school to go to that highest level. But obviously, when you have the top teams in the FCS, like South Dakota State and NDSU looking at you, the University of North Dakota, that means you're doing something right. That means you're a quality recruit, and these coaches know that they're getting a kid that has a lot of high upside with Cade, and he's going to have a lot of thinking to do and a choice to make. He's only a junior. He's still got a year to come back and develop, so it'll be exciting here tonight.
Well, I think the thing about the offensive line in general in football, I don't think the offensive line gets enough credit for what they do in the sport. So, I mean,
those are guys that toil
huge,
in anonymity, and usually the only time your name is ever called or your number is because of a holding penalty or something like that. And so, you're probably better off if you don't get your name called, but really, that's where the game is won and lost on the line.
A little squib kick to start off the evening. Fans looking for a flag.
Hard to tell
Haas took a big hit there.
if that was, flying by. I think from our perspective and probably from what the fans saw, maybe they thought it was a face mask or maybe a little horse collar, but refs were there and must have determined that nothing had gone on. So not ideal starting field position for Sheyenne to kick things off tonight. As we get going here, we're going to go ahead and meet tonight's starters on offense.
Caleb Deere, wide receiver, Aurora Elementary.
Cade Petchock, left tackle, Freedom Elementary.
Xander Mowry, left guard, Legacy Elementary. Go Lions.
Brody Schobinger, center, Freedom Elementary.
Isaac Zeiss, right guard, Aurora Elementary.
Tommy Oneman, right tackle, Legacy Elementary.
Colby Walter, wide receiver, the Freedom Elementary.
Cooper Bryant, tight end, Freedom Elementary.
Race Wilson, slot receiver, out of the Freedom Elementary. Fly Flyers fly.
Barry Pennu, running back, Freedom Elementary.
Caden Olson, quarterback, Horace Elementary.
First down, 1st and 10.
A couple nice plays to start off the drive for the Mustangs.
And that's what we talked about with Barry Pennu early on. Cranks off that 8-9 yard run right away. If you can break off some chunks like that for Sheyenne tonight, that's going to bode really well for you. And then the follow-up first down completion to Colby Walter is Cheyenne's going to go a little tempo here and go no huddle. See if they can catch Bismarck in a mismatch of some kind.
Run up the middle once again with Pennu.
And keeps those legs pumping, keeps the legs churning. He's going to be up near another first down.
Number 69, Aiden Schlaffman on the tackle.
And they're going to move the chains.
Yep. Pennu making things manageable for the Mustangs early on. Another first down for the Mustangs here on the opening drive. Little dump off pass to Pennu this time around. He's going to go to the right, gets a block, and then gets tackled right around the 35.
Short game, but I think the Sheyenne offense, Coach Newton may be setting the tone here and letting Bismarck know that they're going to see heavy doses of Barry Pennu tonight, and see if he can wear on them a little bit as the game goes on.
Play action pass, a little pass over the middle, great drag route run, breaks the tackle. That's Wilson getting up past the 50.
Really nice pass by Caden Olson there, finds him just coming across, puts it only really where Race Wilson had a chance to come down with that, and then Race Wilson with his speed and power breaks through a couple of arm tackles, picks up that first down, and Cheyenne's going to try and keep things moving with the tempo here.
Flag on the play.
That one, a false start there.
Yep. It's going to move the Mustangs 5 yards back after the first down. It's going to be 1st and 15 coming up.
Make it 1st and 15 from the Mustangs 46.
But Cheyenne not slowing down. They're not using that opportunity to huddle up. They're going to try and keep pushing that tempo. Oh, there's a lot of room for Pennu there.
Yeah, look at this. But the Demons,
they strung it out. I think had Barry just at that first opportunity, he got around the corner, had he just put his head down and moved forward with it, I think he could have gotten some positive yardage out of that. Instead, he tries to string it out to the sideline, and good pursuit by Bismarck on that opportunity.
Olson drops back. He's going to look deep across the middle. The pass is caught.
Boy, you can see him.
That's by Deer.
Popping that ball. He was waiting. He was patient, waiting for Deer to get across to that opening. Zips it in there. Deer handles it. So 3rd and manageable.
Olson drops back again. Another pass. He scrambles to his right. Over the middle. Pass is caught. Another great play. And that's going to be a first down for the Mustangs. That's caught by Deer once again for the 2nd time in a row.
That was almost a little reminiscent of Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce there, as Caden Olson just looking, buying some time, stretching out the play, and Deer just finding that soft zone in there, that soft spot in the defense. As Pennu, he's running with authority tonight, and as I mentioned before the game, this is what we need to see from him, is hitting those holes quick and hard and getting in there and seeing what he can produce for yardage early in the game.
Three receivers lining up on the left. Olson's going to keep it up the middle now, and he's stopped short. Very short run.
Brought down by 65, Jack Schaefer.
Schaefer on the stop for the Demons. 3rd and 3, so still 3rd and manageable for the Mustangs. From the 32. Pennu up the middle. Trying to fight for that first down.
I think that's enough, yep. And he moves the chains again. Great start for Barry Pennu tonight.
That's your job as a running back. Trying to pick up those short gains to get those first downs on 3rd and short.
Again, it's great to break off long ones, but it's so effective when you can do this and break off these big yardages. And what that also tells me, Jackson, is the Mustangs up front, at least early on, are winning the leverage at the line. They're creating the holes that Pennu needs to get through. And it doesn't have to be there for long. You just need to create it long enough, and if that running back is quick to the hole, that gives them an opportunity. There's a good job by Bismarck shutting that one down. Maybe a loss of 1 on that.
35, Luke Doctor on the tackle. No gain will make it 3rd and 2.
Pennu a little slow to get up. He's down. It's going to be an injury timeout here. Hopefully he's all right.
What's going on?
He was limping.
Was certainly not as violent as some of the plays that we've seen, or the hits that we've seen early on in the game. So Maybe got an ankle twisted in there or knee twisted in that pile, as we have the trainers out to look at him right now.
That's something you really want to see after a hot start from your workhorse.
Absolutely not. Well, they're attending to Penu as he's walking off slowly here under his own power, so that's always a good sign.
Let's take a look at the let's take a look at the scores that's going on around the state, Dan.
So Davies right now at the beginning of the second is up on Bismarck Century. Davies is the number 5 rated team in the state. St. Mary's and Legacy are playing each other tonight. Fargo North versus West Fargo. I'm kind of intrigued by this one. You know, West Fargo, not the type of season that maybe the Packers are used to, but Fargo North being the number 1 team in 2A, I think that will be interesting to see how that one turns out.
3rd and short after the injury timeout. That pass is incomplete. Intended for Haas.
Kind of hard to see. It looked like Caden Olson was leading him, and looked like Haas more going down the line. And then the other game tonight is Minot versus Williston.
So 4th down. Demons trying to make a stop here. Mustangs deep into their own territory. Olson drops back, pass is caught for the 1st down. The Mustangs keep the drive alive.
Olson's pass complete to number 15,
That was Caleb Deere on the reception. His
Well,
3rd one of the evening.
They're managing to keep going here and keep the chains moving.
A fumble. Wait, Olson's there to recover it.
Fumble on the play is recovered by Caden Olson.
Good job.
The play was going to go to Wilson.
Yeah, Race Wilson getting that spot back in the backfield, and an area that he knows well, but you know, probably not a lot of opportunities during the week to work on exchanges between Caden Olson and Race Wilson.
Now he's going to dump it off to Wilson this time around. Wilson got some speed going to the outside.
Olson's pass complete to number 3, Race Wilson.
Looks like he's going to get about 4 or 5 on that. Good job for Bismarck pursuing to the edge.
3rd and 7 for the Mustangs.
3rd and 7, longest 3rd down the Mustangs have faced on this drive. They've done extremely well. They've been perfect on 3rd down conversions so far. Wilson's going to look to the left. Hesitates, pump fakes, but the pass is caught. That was by Bryant.
That's going to be just short, but this is 4 down territory for Cheyenne. We know that. So 4th and 3, with the way Penu was running, you might think about a running play, but he's still being attended to on the sidelines. So let's see what Coach Newton dials up here on this 4th down opportunity. Bismarck looks to show pressure, and they come.
And here's Wilson to the outside, and Wilson gets a block. Touchdown! The Mustangs score on 4th down.
Hard to know, Jackson, but that's the edge that Bismarck was coming from with pressure and throwing it to that side where they were down a man. I don't know if that was something that was read by Caden Olson or if that was just where the play was already set to go. But regardless, works out great for the Mustangs, and they're going to go up 6-zip.
Just an all-around great offensive drive from the Mustangs to open up the game, converting on 4th down twice and multiple 3rd down conversions. Great poise. And the extra point is good. The Mustangs are up 7-0.
$70 donated by Western State Bank to the Mustang boosters. To date, they have donated $1,200.
Odlin puts it through. Tremendous start for the Mustang offense.
It was, and Vance, so you know, we're having a little trouble with our scoreboard here. Nothing registering, and the time on the clock, the official game clock, is 5:02. And so, Jackson, I was just going to comment that I think maybe what I like best about that drive for the Mustangs, it ate 7 minutes. It was, they mixed in the run and the pass really well, but it ate up time. They marched down the field. They set the tone right away against Bismarck here, and now it's going to be Bismarck's opportunity to try and respond, and we'll see if that West Fargo defense is going to play the way that they did against Minot 2 weeks ago here at Mustang Field. as we prepare for the kickoff, we'll go ahead and introduce you to the starting defensive lineup for the evening.
Number 5, Chase Allen, kickoff for the Mustangs.
Grant Knodel, defensive end, Hogwarts, House of Gryffindor.
Cade Petchak, defensive tackle, Freedom Elementary.
Jai Jolly II, nose guard, Freedom Elementary.
Connor Mansky, defensive end, Aurora Elementary. Go All-Stars.
Casey Menz, linebacker, the Horace Elementary. Go Hornets. Carson Murphy, linebacker, the Aurora Elementary. Go All-Stars.
Grant Henning, linebacker, the Independence Elementary. Go Bulldogs. Woo!
Race Wilson, cornerback out of the Freedom Elementary. Fly Flyers Fly.
Jameson Allen, cornerback, the Legacy Lions.
Noah Olson, strong safety, the Horace Elementary.
Sullivan Irie, free safety, Freedom Elementary. Go Flyers.
First and 10 from the Mustangs 30-yard line.
And boy, an electric start for the Demons. McNichols on a great return, gets it all the way up to the 30.
Good blocking there by the Demons. They opened that lane, and he did not hesitate. He turned on the Jets. 62 yards later, they're in great position to start their opening drive.
Decent run here from Hankey.
Number 4, Carter Hankey on the carry.
You know, maybe not the same type of speed that we saw with the Minot backs, but at 6'1", 205, he's going to be a load to bring down, and so Cheyenne's definitely going to need to wrap up. You're not going to just be able to pop him and knock Hankey down. You're going to have to wrap him up and probably gang tackle in certain situations. It looks like we've got the scoreboard back here.
Yep. 2nd and 5 from the 25. Another run up the middle. Great stop there for the Mustangs. Hankey swallowed up in the backfield.
Number 10, Kason Menz on the tackle. Hey, Mustang fans. It's 3rd down and 5 for the Demons.
No gain from Hankey on that last play. 3rd in the Demons face. Hafner under center. Play action pass, great play, that's caught. And number 5, Lamar is pushed out of bounds. Number 6, that's Jangula.
Yeah, really nice job by Jangula to sell that he was blocking on that, held that half second, and as the rollout comes from Hafner, wide open for Jangula, and he moves the chains. Jackson, I'm actually kind of surprised. There's a pretty decent crowd early on. It didn't look like there were going to be many people here. It looks like the rain has finally quit, so although it's chilly, it's manageable for people.
Run up the middle by Hankey.
Good job tackling there.
18, Connor Mansky on the tackle for the Mustangs.
Number 6, Tyson Jangula. You think he's related to the kicker from Century?
That's a good question. Same town, same last name. I guess it's a possibility.
No, I'm sorry if you guys can hear me like sniffing into the mic every 3 seconds. It's so windy.
Run to the outside here. Great block from the Demons, and he's going to score. Touchdown! The Demons respond right after the Mustangs scored on their opening drive.
Number 16, Keegan Staudinger on the carry.
Staudinger gets that in for the Demons.
Little misdirection on that little crossbuck play and gets that sweep to the outside, and really no one home for the Mustangs. Good seal blocks by the Demons, and Staudinger just kind of had to outrace one Mustang to the goal line, and he's successful. So very quick possession there by Bismarck, obviously aided by a 62-yard kick return, but doesn't matter how you get it done. That was the answer that Bismarck was hoping for. So now it's going to go back to Cheyenne and see what they can do with this one. I did see Barry Penn, who looked like he was getting his right ankle taped up there, so hopefully he's able to give it a go here on this second possession, and we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, what a response, though, from Bismarck High to come After your defense gives up a touchdown on the Mustangs' opening drive, your offense goes out there and scores right back on them, right on the Mustang defense. We got a good one in store here. We got, you know, 2 of the top 4 teams in the state, the number 2 Mustangs and number 4 Demons. It's going to be a good one. And yeah, as you look at the conditions, it's 50 degrees right now, and it was overcast. You know, pretty ugly outside during the day. It was rainy and windy, but the rain has died down. Just a little breeze now.
Number 4, Carter Higbee to kick off for the Demons. Deep to receive for the Mustangs is number 3, Race Wilson.
The ball fell off the tee.
Yeah. There is a pretty decent north breeze tonight. Not outrageous, but if you're outside sitting on the bleachers, you know that the wind is out tonight. That's for sure.
North winds, man, they're always cold. Another squib kick. Guess that's the special teams move for the Demons tonight.
Number 12, Cooper Bryant.
And Brian recovers, and he's up to the 36, so that's where the Mustangs will begin their second drive of the evening.
Well, it certainly keeps the ball out of the hands of people like Race Wilson, but you're also giving up probably pretty good chunky yardage to start, as Cheyenne's going to be at their own 37, pretty decent starting position.
.241 to go here in the first quarter.
Still Race Wilson in the backfield.
And he's going to get this one as well, and a great run up the middle, picks up 5.
You know, and I think you might tend to think, whoa, this is a good thing. We have the backup running back, but this is a guy who knows how to handle himself, who's done a lot of running in his history here at West Fargo Cheyenne. And so Race Wilson is no slouch in the backfield. He knows how to get it done.
Deep pass, incomplete. That was intended for Caleb Deere.
Defender step for step with him.
Number 15, Caleb Deere is incomplete. Third and 4 for the Mustangs.
3rd and 4 from the 43. Mustangs have been perfect on 3rd down so far. This one goes to Wilson. He picks up a 1st down and breaks a tackle. 2 more, and Wilson fighting for those extra yards. Gets up past the 40.
They're going to get a face mask to tack on 15 after that.
How about that?
Great job by Wilson. Gets a foot in the ground, makes that cut, and then just would not be brought down. Just kept those legs churning.
Yeah, it's going to be a face mask. You were right, Dan. And look at this. Yeah, this is perfect. And another 1st down for the Mustangs on 3rd down. So they remain perfect on 3rd down conversions. And this time it's Race Wilson picking up the 1st down for the Mustangs.
So like we said, you know, certainly Cheyenne would probably prefer to have Race playing one of the flanker positions and catching passes, but as a running back, he knows how to handle himself.
Short pass caught by Haas.
And those types of passes, Jackson, can work just as effectively as those runs that Barry Pennu was breaking off early on. It's a gain of 4, makes it 2nd and medium, gives you a chance, it opens up the playbook. It really gives you a lot of options on what you want to do on 2nd down.
Wilson trying to find a hole. That's the thing that I think it's what makes Race Wilson deadly is his ball carrier vision. I think that's his best attribute as a running back.
Gain of 4, 3rd and 2.
Lots of yardage already picked up by Race with yards after contact, that's for sure.
3rd and short again. This one goes to Wilson. Gets the 1st down and cuts back to his right and gets tackled at the 5.
That's another Mustangs. First down.
So 1st and goal.
For the Mustangs from the 6.
Mustang offense off to a tremendous start. This one goes to Wilson again up the middle. He's trying to fight. He's wrapped up.
Well, finally Bismarck is just crowding that line and putting 8 guys in the box and just bringing pressure up the middle. They're realizing they can't afford to trade like this all game.
Oh, I thought you said I want to get hit.
2nd and goal.
So run blitz last time. Here comes another blitz, but
Dump
this
off
is going
pass
to
to
be wide
Wilson.
open.
Yes, touchdown, Race Wilson.
Good recognition as they see Bismarck looking to bring that pressure up front. You just flare Wilson out of the backfield, and there's no one out there, and you give him that opportunity in space, you're probably not going to be successful in bringing him down in any short order. So great job by the Mustangs. And so while the first drive took 7 minutes, this one takes just over 2.
Wilson with the 2nd touchdown of the evening. Another receiving touchdown. Both have been through the air.
Number 13, Sullivan Irie to hold. Number 5, Chase Adlin to attempt the extra points.
Odlin puts it through, and the Mustangs are up 14-7. We're going to step away for a short commercial break. Exciting offensive start from the Mustangs. They lead 14-7 with 27 seconds to go in the first quarter.
What does it take to make fitness part of your lifestyle? It's intention. There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Another touchdown capped off by Race Wilson. Through the air.
Even though through the air, Jackson, I would say Race Wilson, his running was the difference in that last drive for Cheyenne.
Well, that big run that set that up for the Mustangs because they had so little time left to go in the first quarter, and there was also a face mask, which was a good boost for the Mustangs on that drive.
Oh, wow, that was just into the corner of the end zone.
So it is going to be a touchback instead of a penalty.
Demons take over 1st and 10 from the 20.
Not something you see very often against the Mustangs. You know, we see them directionally kick quite a bit on the kickoffs, but Bismarck rolling with just the one deep returner and asking him to cover a lot of ground back there. So much different starting position for Bismarck here to start out, but great run there to start.
Another explosive start for the Demons.
Little veer look there, that quick dive. Hafner gives it off, and a 10-yard run moves the chains for Bismarck. And that'll be the last play of the first quarter as time is winding down here. And that brings us to the end of the first.
Yeah. Explosive start, though, from both offenses. Got a feeling the trend is it's going to be an offensive game that we're going to see tonight, Dan. The Mustangs score on their first 2 drives, and the Demons responded after the Mustangs scored on their first drive. 14-7 Mustangs. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter.
Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Number 3, Quinn Hafner on the keeper.
The Mustangs. That's going to put Bismarck in a 3rd and long.
It's 3rd.
3rd and about 13 maybe.
And long for the Demons.
Longest 3rd down of the evening. Hafner's going to roll out to his left. And that pass is caught. And that's going to be close to a 1st down. That was Jangula, or actually that was number 5, Lamar.
That was a really well-designed play. And nice pass. There is a flag down here, so I'm not sure what that's going to be. But nice pass by Hafner rolling to his left. Throwing across his body.
It looks like they are going to move the chains, and the Demons pick up a crucial 1st down there on 3rd and long.
That's a penalty on the Mustangs, a personal foul of some kind. That's a 15-yarder.
Lamar with his 1st reception of the evening. And that's going to put the Demons all the way up to the 46.
So 2 drives in a row, one for Sheyenne and now here one for Bismarck. That a 15-yard penalty really helping out the team on offense.
Hankey is going to run to the right and picks up 5.
Before Carter Hankey on the carry is brought down by number 4, Noah Olson. Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5 for the Demons.
Great play by the Mustangs defensive line. Petchak, Kate Petchak right there, trying that quick dive out of that veer look, and this time Sheyenne was there.
This time it's 3rd and 4.
3rd and 3 from the 39-yard line.
It's going to be 3rd and 3 from the 39. Lamar in motion, a pitch to Hankey. Hankey's going to pick up the 1st down, tackled by Olson.
I think it's enough for the 1st, but you know, it looked like Bismarck was able to seal that edge, and it looked like Hankey was going to get a lot more out of that. Good pursuit by Sheyenne limits it, but it is going to be enough for Bismarck to move the chains.
1st and 10 for the Demons from the Mustangs 36.
Up the middle here.
That
was Owens, the fullback.
That veer look, that quick dive. Be interesting to see if Bismarck carries out that veer option and looks to extend them with that pitch relationship between Hafner and Hankey and see if they can get something to the outside. So this point, it's only been that quick dive.
Another run with Hankey, just short of the 1st down marker.
Carter Hankey on the carry.
And the Demons moving it well here on their 2nd drive of the evening.
Number 10, Kason Menz on the tackle. You Mustang fans. It's 3rd down and a yard for the Demons.
We'll see if Sheyenne here brings pressure up the middle. Quarterback sneak gets plenty.
Yeah, that's another 1st down for the Demons. And they're in the red zone.
On the quarterback keeper, it is a 1st down for the Demons. That was a gain of 8. 1st and 10 for the Demons from the 19-yard line.
Jackson, this is shaping up to be who's going to be the first defense that's able to stop
Absolutely,
an
yeah.
offensive drive here, as both teams have moved the ball offensively fairly easily. There's that reverse
Yeah, this is Staudinger again, and Staudinger's going to be in for the second touchdown of the evening.
I think that was the same play as the first.
Touchdown Demons.
Over pursuit by Cheyenne. And then that reverse handoff to Staudinger, and then there's no one home. No one has set that edge on the backside. And DN's getting sucked in on that, and they need to stay home, protect that edge.
Grady Swanson to hold. Number 4, Carter Henke on to attempt the extra point.
And that's going to be good, and the Demons tie it up at 14. 2 touchdowns from Wilson and 2 touchdowns from Staudinger. This is shaping up to be an offensive gain. 14-14, the Mustangs will get the ball back. We'll take a short break here and be right back for the kickoff. (14-14), Staudinger punches it in for the Demons once again. Dan, give us some scoring updates.
Well, Fargo North leads West Fargo 7-6 with 11 minutes left before halftime. Mandan currently leading Shanley 14-8 with about 8 minutes to go in the second. Minot up 20-zip at the end of 1 against Williston. St. Mary's leads Legacy 10-zip. And Davies up 21-0 on Century at halftime.
Ooh, great kick there. That's going to be a touchback. That was Henke, I believe.
Downwind.
So he can run it on the ground and he can kick.
From their own 20-yard line.
(14-14), 7:10 to go here in the second quarter. Wilson's hits a wall at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry, brought down by number 36, James Nagel.
Good job by the Demon defensive line on that one. No gain. So second and long here, 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
Quick pass is caught.
I think that was Bryant.
Cooper Bryant, brought down by number 7, Jaron McNichols.
Gain of 9.
So it's going to be 3rd and manageable again.
Gain of 9 will make it 3rd and a yard for the Mustangs.
I don't think a team has failed to convert on 3rd down so far.
Olson puts his shoulder down. It's not a lot, but I think it's just enough to move the chains.
18, Braxton just on the tackle. That's another Mustangs. First down. 1st and 10 from the 30.
So another first down for the Mustangs. New set of downs. Wilson up the middle again. Picks up a yard.
Wilson on the carry.
So Bismarck pinching with those defensive tackles here, trying to prevent those gouging runs from Cheyenne up the middle.
Dump off pass.
Not much of a gain there. Bryant on the reception, but to the short side of the field, not a lot of room to operate. He goes out of bounds. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and about 8, I think.
3rd and 8 for the Mustangs.
Another test here for the Cheyenne offense.
We're going to see, is this going to be offside? Of course, Bismarck's pointing at Cheyenne, saying they were drawn. And then neutral zone infraction there, offsides by Bismarck, so that will make a 3rd and 8, a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Not sure if Sheyenne goes with the previously called play or if they have some options here.
Play action pass. Caden fires deep. And this pass, oh, that's got to be pass interference. And there it is.
The laundry comes from all over the place. Just about the back judge, side judge, everybody got the flags out on that one.
He was looking for Bryant there, and yeah, he absolutely just threw him to the ground as the pass was coming.
Yeah, it was a good job of adjusting to the ball by Bryant, and the Bismarck defender knew he was out of position and grabbed a handful of jersey and just kind of threw Bryant down. So a first down there with that PI penalty on Bismarck, and
10 from the Demons, 47.
Cheyenne enters Bismarck territory. Quick pass to the outside.
Ooh,
good adjustment by Haas.
The ball was thrown behind him, and Haas adjusts and gets it all the way just short of the first down. Great catch.
Good pickup of about 7 there, 6 or 7. So that's going to bring second manageable, second and short.
2nd and 4 for the Mustangs.
Run up the middle. Just short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Good job by Race Wilson kind of picking his way through that hole. Bismarck's doing a better job on this possession of making those runs a little more difficult up the middle. But 3rd and maybe less than a yard, a short yard.
Play action pass. Olsen has plenty of time, rolls to his right, and he's going to keep it and try to go for the first down.
Oh, and I think that's going to be a personal foul.
Yeah, late hit.
Hit out of bounds there on that one. It was obvious Olsen was going for the sideline, and it's like the refs are going to say that was a personal foul.
So the Demons have
hard to tell.
Yeah, committed 3 penalties on this drive alone.
On the penalty, that's another Mustang.
So really hard to tell from our position, our vantage point here, Jackson. You know, you could tell it was close and he was near the out-of-bounds marker, but hard to really know for sure what it was. Regardless, the refs have called it, and the Mustangs nearing the red zone here.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs from the Demons 22.
So now the spot of the ball is going to be the 22-yard line. This one goes to Wilson, gets a block, and he's running to the left side. Wilson with some room, and he's runs out of bounds right around the 15.
This is, you know, for me, Jackson, this is an important possession for Cheyenne. Probably the last possession they're going to get here in the first half. And knowing that Bismarck gets the ball coming out of halftime and neither team being able to stop each other yet, this one's going to be important to see if they can come away with some points here. It's always better to be the team that kind of sets the pace and makes that first score and makes the other team try and match it.
3rd and 2 for the Mustangs.
3rd and 2 in the red zone. Play action pass. Incomplete.
Olsen's pass
intended for Bryant.
Bryant is incomplete.
He's been the top target this evening. Through the airs. Now the Mustangs facing their 3rd, 4th down of the game. They've converted on the first 2. One of them resulted in a touchdown. On the first drive for the Mustangs, that was Wilson who ran it in. A little dump-off pass from Olsen. So similar situation, 4th and 2 from the 14, 4:07 to go here in the second quarter. Wilson, he's swallowed up, he slips, and the Demons make the first defensive stop of the evening.
He's brought down by number 28, Bridger Owens, and number 34, Aiden Tincher.
Wilson trying to get around that right side, but good penetration up the field by the Bismarck defense, and just too many white shirts there. Wilson tried to kind of put the brakes on and maybe cut back, slipped a little bit, and that was the end of that. So Bismarck, as you mentioned, Jackson, the first to hold up and make a stop defensively. Now they have an opportunity to maybe get that 2-for-1 if they can get down and score and then get that ball back to start the third quarter. That could be a pretty big swing here. Let's see if Cheyenne's defense is up to the task.
Hankey. He's keeping the ball in his left hand there. Wonder if that's why he trucks over the guy. And Hankey gets a big gain. He steps out of bounds.
Well, seeing him kick, he is left-footed, so I think he's a natural lefty.
Yeah.
So carrying that ball.
That's questionable though when he's carrying it closer to the defense.
That's not probably the way you want him to run, but if that's where he has ball protection, that's what he's going to do. So that was a great job. I think the defense kind of let up at first contact, thinking Hankey was going to go down, but credit to him, he kept the legs pumping. He's going to adds about 10, 12 yards after the contact. Great
play there.
Tackle.
Lamar is stopped.
I think that was Noah Olson.
Yep.
Great tackle out there. If Lamar gets by him, there was pursuit from Sheyenne, but he's going to get close to a first down, and he's held for no gain to bring up a 2nd and 10 as we're winding down towards 3 minutes here to go in the first half, and the rain has started to fall once again here at the stadium.
And Hafner's going to keep it this time around. Explosive. He's very fast. Hafner has a lane, and he gets a block, and he's forced out of bounds just inside the 20. This Demon offense came to play. What an entertaining first half it's been so far.
Nice job rolling out. That gives Hafner options, and he was looking for a receiver, and the Mustang defender had him locked up, but that left wide open space.
Man, he's got some serious speed.
He does.
Hafner stands at 6'2", so he's got long legs to cover a lot of ground. Great leg speed as well to go along with those long strides. That's a recipe for speed. Hankey's going to keep it now. Stiff arms the guy and gets him off. And Hankey's going to break in for the touchdown. And the Demons go up a score. Their first lead of the evening.
He had a whole host of blockers out there. They were almost looking for Mustangs to put a hat on. There weren't many Mustangs flying to the ball on that. After that initial contact that Hankey was able to shed, that was it. He had clear sailing into the end zone. So Bismarck up a score here, a chance to tack on the extra point as we're under 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
So Bismarck's going to burn a timeout here just before the extra point. And yeah, the rain is starting to come down. We'll see how that does affect the offenses here in the second half. So far, it hasn't been a factor. It wasn't a factor on that drive. The rain started coming down at the beginning of that drive. So, man, what an entertaining first half this has been, though. I mean, the offenses sure came to play. We've seen a couple defensive games in the first half so far, and now the offenses have come firing out on all cylinders.
5 of 6 drives so far have resulted in touchdowns, 3 for Bismarck, 2 for Sheyenne. And Cheyenne's going to get the ball back here with just under 3 to go. And again, in the old offense that we had seen Sheyenne run for many years, you might have thought, well, you know, maybe they can break off a long run. But with the passes that we've seen Caden Olson make this year, anything is possible. As I'm sure Cheyenne's going to look to try and move the ball vertically up the field and see if they can get a crack at the end zone before halftime. Again, Bismarck gets the kick to start the second half, so certainly Sheyenne wants to try and make something happen.
And Hankey's extra point.
He's got a good leg. Big leg.
21-14, and the Demons have the lead. 2:52 to go here in the second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Demons lead 21-14 with just under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. A crucial score for the Demons as they also get the second half kickoff. That was punched in by Hankey on that last drive.
So last time kicking with the wind, Hankey put one into the end zone. We'll see if he gets a boot into this one again.
He's got some big legs. A lot of strength in his lower body.
Yeah.
He's going to be wide. Oh yeah, never mind. It's going to be a touchback.
Almost through the end zone for a touchback. Mustangs take over 1st and 10 from the 20.
So 80 yards, 2:52 to go. All 3 timeouts for Sheyenne.
They're capable. This offense is
Absolutely.
capable of doing something. It'll take a couple big plays, but they have a chance here to notch things up.
See if Bismarck looks to bring pressure from some spots. See if they can put some pressure on Caden Olson here, or if Olson's able to find some targets.
Fargo North leads West Fargo 13-12.
And here's a great start to the drive. That pass is caught again by Cooper Bryant.
Enough to move the chains, about a gain of 10 on that,
Yeah,
just over.
He's been Olson's favorite target this evening.
You got to figure Caden Olson's going to look to try and get the ball to Deer at some point. And there
Yeah,
it was.
yep.
But vertically, something up the field where Deer can try and do something. We saw him last time that we broadcast
It's Minot.
Jackson against Minot go up and just basically take the ball from the Minot defender. Quick hitter for Race Wilson. He's going to get to the 39, so bring up 3rd and 2. Still over 2 minutes to go. So Cheyenne's racked up about 20 yards already and only run about 30 seconds off the clock, 35 seconds.
They're just shy of their own 40 right now. And
There's
Olson's
the
pass
look.
is going to be long, and it's almost caught by Caleb Deer.
Thrown on the wrong side. Kind of needed to be that back shoulder throw, and it was on the front side. Deer almost has to become the defender in that situation because
4th and 2 for the Mustangs.
the Bismarck defender in much better position. That was number 7, Jaron McNichols, with good coverage there on Deer.
Now the Mustangs have got to be careful here. 4th and 2
Yeah.
from their own 39. They are going to go for it, though. You can
Maybe
see the
try
pressure,
and-
the Demons defense is going to bring, and that's going to be a first down. Smart gets out of bounds.
Olson's pass complete to number 15.
Caleb Deer gets out of bounds.
Jaron McNichols
Smart
knocked out of
play.
bounds. That is a Mustangs first down. 1st and 10 from the 46.
So 1:58 now. Almost at midfield for Cheyenne.
Play action pass over the middle.
Oh,
incomplete. Looking for Deer again.
Just out of Deer's reach. Would have been a really good catch, but unable to haul that one in. Looks like Deer's maybe hobbling slightly after that.
Mustangs still have all 3 of their timeouts.
Oh, that's a backwards pass.
That's a fumble, but
oh, the ref's going to call it incomplete, but boy, that was awfully close to a backwards pass. That could have been called a fumble on that. Wilson smartly falls on it to make sure, but it's incomplete, so 3rd and 10 here for Cheyenne.
play action pass. Olson looks deep. Looking for his older brother. Nearly intercepted.
Pass intended for number 4. Noah Olson is incomplete. 21 Ross Fisher on the coverage.
Ross Fisher, great coverage, nearly picked it off. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now with 1:42 to go. Or excuse me, yeah, it's going to be 4th and 10. The scoreboard not updating. And yeah, the Mustangs are going to bring on the punt team.
Smart play here at 4th and 10. You don't want to give Bismarck a chance, if possible, to add to this lead. Hopefully this is going to be an opportunity to back them up a little bit, but not an awesome punt there. So with a minute 35 and 2 timeouts, Bismarck has an opportunity to tack on. And again, we remind you that Bismarck going to have the second half kickoff. So this is an opportunity. We'll see how aggressive Coach Gibson wants to get on his play calling here. I wouldn't be shocked to see a couple of looks downfield at some point. Need the defense here to step up, maybe create a turnover. This motion sequence has usually been a handoff. They go to that reverse look once again.
Yeah.
The handoff
there
this
you
time
go,
to
the defensive,
Jangua,
yep.
but sniffed out by the Mustang defense. Good job by the defensive end, setting that edge and staying home.
On the carry. Stopped by a host of Mustangs.
Coach Newton going to opt not to take some timeouts here.
Second and 11.
Seems content to possibly go into the halftime just down the 1 score.
Motion. Hafner's going to roll to his right. Pass is caught over the middle. And the Demons get a good look here, and he runs out of bounds. Yeah, that was Lamar on the reception.
Pass completes number 5, Preston Lamar.
Good job. A defense, your eyes always go to that first receiver sprinting wide to the side of the field on that drag route, and good job by Hafner finding that secondary receiver as he runs his crossing route. And a big pickup, and the clock stops. Still both timeouts for Bismarck in 50 seconds. Lots of time to try and make something happen here.
They only got 31 yards to go. Quick pass, and he gets out of bounds.
Hafner's pass is
that was number
12, Alex
Zur.
You know, if you can get 5-6 yards at a crack like that without having to burn those timeouts, that's a smart way to do it for Bismarck here.
5 makes it 2nd and 5.
Oh,
incomplete.
Little bubble screen there. They ran Hankey out on a flare out of the backfield, trying to draw the defense out there, and brought a man underneath for a little bubble screen and had it set up. But he couldn't handle it, and Cheyenne really had it sniffed out pretty well. There were defenders there. So 3rd and 5. I would be interested here, Jackson, with Hankey's leg strength. They might be willing to go for a field goal if they weren't able to get a first down on this.
And this pass is caught.
I think he's going to be just short.
Number 5, Preston Lamar, forced out of bounds by number 3, Reese Wilson.
Nope, he's going to move the chains. Still 37 seconds. And both timeouts for Bismarck.
8-yard gain, 1st and 10 for the Demons from the Mustangs.
And they are in the red zone now. Spot of the ball is going to be at the 18. Bismarck still has 2 of their timeouts. With 37 seconds to go here. Having some issues with our scoreboard. We'll get that back up running shortly. And Hafner. The Mustang defense is struggling to tackle all night long, and Hafner gets up to the 10.
Bismarck going to burn that second time out here.
Brought down by number 6, Jamison Allen.
Going to bring up 2nd and 1, 1.5.
Boy, the Mustang defense not playing like they did against Minot. The tackling has just not been there, and a lot of explosive plays from the Bismarck High so far.
Not flying to the ball, not wrapping up. Kind of expecting that first contact's going to bring the ball carrier down, but Hankey, Hafner, these guys have not gone down with that first contact. So some things certainly for Cheyenne to clean up in the second half if they want to make sure they have a chance to stay in this and have a chance to pull this one out.
Demons looking to go up.
This is one of those
2
times
scores.
when you need one of your defensive studs.
2nd and 3 from the
Petchak, Mansky, maybe Grant Knodel. Somebody needs to step up, see if they can make a big play here.
Hafner pump fakes. He's going to keep it up the middle now, and there's a great
There's
tackle.
a loss.
Yep.
So they'll bring up 3rd down, and they're going to burn their final timeout here, Bismarck. So on a first down, that will stop the clock for a short period of time for the movement of the chains. But Bismarck now needs to be aware of that. Only 21 seconds to go here. With 3rd and about 4 coming up here.
Fargo Davies 28, Bismarck Century 0.
And boy, Davies is giving it to Bismarck Century right now. 28-0, they lead.
Second quarter, St. Mary's is leading.
And of course, Century, when they played here against Cheyenne, had a chance to win the game on a last-second field goal that sailed just wide.
That was wide left. Yeah, Jangala had 2 field goal opportunities that game.
It's 3rd and 4 for the Demons.
3rd and 4. Hafner lobs it up.
Good defense there, not really a catchable ball.
Great coverage there from Allen.
So 4th down, we talked about this. I don't know if Bismarck tries for the field goal here with Hankey's leg. That kind of looks like what they're going to try and do.
It's going to be about a 29-yard field goal.
Number 4, Carter Hankey, is on to attempt a 29-yard field goal.
From the mill. Hold is good. Hankey's left kicking it up is...
Just enough.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Short. You know, all of the extra points, he has had so much leg on that, and that one, he just looked like he got under it a little bit. I think Cheyenne dodges a bullet there.
Yeah, absolutely.
After, with Bismarck moving the ball like they did, to walk away and with a hold and to not give up any points on that. Yes, Bismarck gets the ball to start the second half, but that could have turned, that could have gone sideways for the Packers, or for the Mustangs, really quickly, and that's not what Cheyenne needs at this point. This is going to be just a kneel down to get to halftime and probably talk about some things that need to change if Cheyenne's going to have an opportunity to give themselves a chance in the second half.
Yeah, the Demons up 21-14. The Mustangs avoid a 2-score deficit there.
That was huge.
With that missed field goal from Hankey. Missed it from 29 yards wide to the left end short. But explosive offensive first half. The Demons lead 21-14. We'll be back in a little bit for the start of the second half. Don't go anywhere, folks. This one's a good one.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else. There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else. Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future. And if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us because it's always good to check in. What does it take to make fitness part of your lifestyle? It's intention. It's commitment. It's resilience. It's just who you are. You put in the time and effort to stay active. Our expert orthopedic and sports medicine providers also put in the time and effort to invest in new methods and treatments. Whatever you do to stay active, we are here to keep you moving. It's just who we are. Orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness, determination. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together. Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Second half about to get underway shortly here. Dan, what a first half we witnessed there. I mean, the Demons scoring 3 touchdowns, the Mustangs scoring 2 of their own, 21-14. We only saw a couple stops in that first half. That was just explosive offenses from both sides.
It really was. For Cheyenne, we know that that certainly wasn't the same effort that they gave against Minot 2 weeks ago. In terms of wrapping up and in terms of flying to the ball. And I'm guessing that's something Coach Newton and the staff are addressing with the players at halftime, that's going to have to change if they're going to want to have a chance to win this game tonight. Bismarck has done enough, and certainly the injury to Barry Penu early in the on that second drive. Race Wilson has filled in admirably, but that takes Race away from his other position on offense, and obviously with Barry being the main running back and the success he's had the last couple weeks, that's probably put Cheyenne at a bit of a disadvantage and has helped out Bismarck defensively. I think there's a lot of this game left to play, obviously, and I think whoever comes out hot here in this third quarter to start things off is going to be the team that sets the tone and should have the best chance of winning. And that's going to start for Cheyenne on defense right away. They're going to have to get a stop here at some point. Hankey really didn't get much of that field goal attempt at the end of the first half. Otherwise, this could be a 10-point deficit for Cheyenne at this point. They kind of dodged a bullet with that, but now we're going to need some of these guys to step up defensively and find a way to make a stop.
Well, it's important to have your defense to be sharp here late in the regular season, because this is the home regular season finale, and then they got the actual regular season finale next week against Mandan. The Mustangs do. And you got to be able to finish strong, especially when you're the number 2 team in the state. You want to be able to hold on to that spot so you can hold on to home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
That's right. And, to just give you an idea of, Mandan playing here at Shanley here in town is up 21-20 at halftime. And so the task, I don't know if it gets a whole lot easier for Cheyenne next week and who they're going to face in Mandan next week out in Mandan and having to make that trip. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. Cheyenne's going to have to try and figure things out if they want to hold on to that second seed and be able to host those playoff games.
Well, the Mustangs were able to beat Mandan in the regular season finale when it was here last year at home. It was 28-17 was the score of that game, and you and I were away for that game. I was down in Arizona on vacation. So
I was in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Knodel and Wallstrom stepped up on the mic, and that was actually our most viewed broadcast that's on the channel, or second most viewed broadcast on the channel. I think the most viewed one is the Davies and Sheyenne basketball game that was my sophomore year a couple years ago.
Okay.
It was the second game of the second time they faced against each other that season. So yeah, it was a good game. It was back and forth. And the Mustangs, they just played a great overall game against the Braves. But this is a new year, and the Mustangs have got to sharpen things up here defensively.
Absolutely, they do. We're going to take a quick look around the 3A and 2A scoreboard here around the state. St. Mary's easily handling Legacy right now, 31-14, about ready to kick off the second half. North leads West Fargo 23-12 at halftime. Minot all over Williston, 46-0 at halftime. Mandan, as we said, up on Shanley, 21-20 at halftime. And then Davies leads Century 28-6 with about 4 minutes to go. If we look around over in AA, Dickinson 46-0 over Turtle Mountain at this point. Central leads Valley City 9-zip. Wahpeton and South tied at 14 just before halftime. Jamestown leads Horace 20-14 at halftime, and Devils Lake leads Watford City at halftime 21-0.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the most adversity Shanley's faced this year. I mean, they're down at halftime. Yeah. Usually at the last couple times we've gotten scoring updates with Shanley at halftime, they're up like 56-7 or something like that.
Absolutely, and they were in a tight one with Century a couple weeks ago, but they pulled away at the end, and I'm sure that's what they're going to be looking to do here again tonight. But, that looks like they're in for a fight as well.
The Mustang defense, they're going to be the starters here for the second half. The Demons will receive the second half kickoff here. The Demons lead 21-14. We are underway here from Essential Health Mustang Stadium. The second half underway. A little squib kick from Odland to start it off. And this is McNichols on the return.
Decent coverage by Cheyenne. Average starting position for Bismarck at about their own 25 or 26. And so this is where we really need to see if any kind of adjustments were made at halftime here. Something that Cheyenne did not do very well in the first half was, flying to the ball, gang tackling, and probably the biggest one, wrapping up. A lot of yards after contact for Bismarck. And so we'll see if Cheyenne was able to figure something out here to start the second half.
This begins with a play-action pass. Hafner rolls out to the right. Pass is incomplete. He was looking for Lamar.
Pass intended for number 5, Preston Lamar, is incomplete.
Low and kind of behind him, so
24, Grant Henney on the cover.
An incompletion to start things.
Down and 10 from the 26.
Run up the middle here with Hankey. Gets a nice, cuts back to his left, breaks a tackle, and he stiff arms a man, and breaks free, and Hankey's going to take off. He's off for the races, and breaks another tackle. Hankey runs it all the way in for a touchdown. Bismarck goes up 2 scores.
Touchdown Demons. That is a 74-yard touchdown.
And that was our concern a couple weeks ago against Minot. These big chunk plays, the 60, 70-yard runs in every game that we had broadcast, Jackson. Prior to that Minot game, Cheyenne had given up one of these runs And in every game except against Red River, it had been long touchdown runs. And here's another one of those, and certainly not how Sheyenne was hoping to come out here to start the second half. So down 2 scores now. We'll see what Sheyenne can do offensively to answer that, but boy, just not what you're wanting to see from a defense that needed to step up to start the second half.
28-14. Yeah, the Mustangs are really facing some adversity here. They're down 2 scores here early in the second half. We'll see how the offense responds, but really it's going to come down to the defense if the Mustangs are going to want to win this game.
Yeah, I think so. The offense, has put up those 14 points already. They've shown they're able to move the ball. But when you're down now 14, even if you match Bismarck touchdown for touchdown the rest of the way, you end up on the short end of the score on that. So, as you said, Jackson, the defense is going to have to step up at some point and make a stop. And we'll see if that happens the next time they're on D. But for now, we're going to have to see if the offense can continue what they were able to do early on in their first 2 drives of the first half and see if they can grind out some yards and turn that into points at the end of the drive.
Bismarck has scored the last 3 touchdowns. The Mustangs did have a 14-7 lead. That has been erased drastically. And now the Demons are up 2 scores. Squib kick here from Hankey.
Good return from the up man.
That's Caleb Haas on the return.
Once again. This time gets almost out to the 40. So good starting position for the offense. And we'll see if we're going to go with the ground or look to start airing it out quickly here in the second half.
Mustangs will start this drive 1st and 10 from their own 39.
And it looks like Race Wilson's still going to be in the backfield, so it seems pretty clear that Barry Penu's night ended after he twisted that ankle in the second quarter on that second drive.
Wilson swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Actually tackled for maybe a 1 to 2 yard loss.
45, Kobe St. Aubin on the tackle. Loss of 1 makes it 2nd and 11.
Bismarck riding all of the momentum right now. Olsen's going to keep it now up the middle. Nowhere to go.
7, Caden Olsen on the quarterback keeper. There were a number of Demons in on that stop.
So Cheyenne continuing with the no huddle look here.
3 makes it 3rd and 8.
Pass is caught by Walter.
It's not going to be enough for a first down, but it's awfully close.
Brought down by number 21, Ross Fisher.
Well, they are saying it's enough. Boy, this side of the field, I wasn't sure about that, but the refs are on the field. They make the call. It does move the chains. So that's step 1. Get that first down. As Olsen picks up about 5 there, picks his way, or 4 through the defense.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Play action pass, pressure, Olsen incomplete over the middle.
Olsen's pass in the area of Caleb Haas is incomplete.
That was a really nice job by the defensive end for Bismarck there. That was number 36, James Nagel, blowing past the tackle. Cheyenne's going to have to do a better job of providing pass protection. They can't afford that. You're either going to have to start chipping somebody.
3rd and 6 now. Olsen facing some pressure, gets rid of it, and passes caught by Walter. And Walter breaks the tackle, and then he gets stopped.
Looked like Haas thought maybe the pass was to him, but in reality it was to Colby Walter. Again, one of those routes, you get 2 guys right in the same area. I don't know if that's how that's designed, But good job by Olson finding Walter and moving the chains.
This one goes to Wilson. There's a flag down.
I think that's going to be a holding there on the left side of the offensive line. That's going to back Cheyenne up again. Coach Newton out onto the field. I don't know what he was upset about, but hollering something out to his team. Okay, so it was too many men on the field. I think that's maybe what Coach Newton was saying. They got the snap off in time and had Bismarck with the 12th man on the field, but they pick up the flag. That must be what Coach Newton was upset about.
Wilson again up the middle, breaks a tackle, and then he gets stopped, hits a wall.
Oh, he's still churning. He's still getting some yardage there.
When he looked like he hit a wall, he just lunges forward for a couple more. And now the Mustangs in the red zone here on their first drive of the second half.
Nice job by running angry by Race Wilson, just refusing to go down after that initial contact.
Wilson up the middle.
Stood up there, but he's going to still get about 3 or 4 out of that.
First team into meet him is number 28, Bridger Owens. Gain of 2 makes it 2nd and 8.
Bismarck still shuttling defensive linemen in and out, trying to keep those guys fresh.
Quick pass.
It's deflected.
Yeah, knocked down.
Knocked down by, I think that was Nick Gable, who was able to get a hand on that.
We'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs.
So 4 down territory for Cheyenne, but need to try and get something positive here and make this into a short fourth down opportunity. Good job by Bryant. Puts his shoulder down, gets that first down, 1st and goal for the Mustangs here. Nicely done by Bryant.
First down.
Olson got rid of that quickly, and Bryant just, it's 4th down. It looked from our vantage point like he had that. And now Cheyenne's going to huddle up. They're going to want to make sure they have the right play called for this.
It's going to be 4th and inches.
Yeah, that is just inches. Are we going to see the...
Now Olson's going to keep the quarterback keeper. He gets the first down, and Olson trying to fight for the end zone here.
They're going to
say the Demons say they have it.
No, the ref, side judge coming in saying it is down by contact at about the 1. So Cheyenne retains possession, and now indeed it is 1st and goal from the 1. So they're on the doorstep here, hoping to punch that in and pull back within 1 score.
First and goal from the 1. The Mustangs punch it in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Mustangs!
And they get back. They trim the lead down to just 1 score. Olson punches it in for his first rushing touchdown of the evening. He had 2 through the air.
Great answer by Cheyenne. Needed to have that, really did. Momentum all on the side of Bismarck. Great answer by Cheyenne. Driving down, making a big 4th down conversion, working really hard.
Holland's kick is good.
Kick is good. That is another $70 donated by West Street State Bank to the Mustang Boosters. To date, they have donated $1,000.
28-21. 7:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Mustangs respond after the Demons came out with a touchdown of their own. You're watching Cheyenne High School football here on Mustang Media. We'll be right back.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Caden Olson punches it in for the Mustangs. It's now a one-score game once again, 28-21 here with 7:07 to go here in the third quarter. Defense needs to get a stop here. I believe the Demons have scored on every drive so far.
Aside from that last one right before the end of the first half where Hankey missed that field goal, they've put points up on every possession.
This is McNichols. He's pushed out of bounds right at the 35.
Broken initial tackle, but
he's knocked out of bounds by number 25, Carson Wilkie.
all right, so Cheyenne's defense has to find something. They have to dig deep, channel that Minot game, do whatever it takes here, but they're going to have to get a stop at some point. And the longer that goes and you're unable to get that stop, the more it creeps into the back of your mind that maybe you can't get that stop.
Hankey again. He breaks to the outside here on the right side. Hankey's off to the races again before he's pushed out of bounds. Another big run there from Carter Hankey. Having a game so far.
Cheyenne just having trouble setting that edge. They're getting hook blocked, and then that just is leaving all sorts of room for whatever runner is out there. And in the last two, it's been Hankey on those big runs.
Staudinger scored the first two for the Demons, and Hankey's gotten the last two.
28, Bridger Owens
on the carry for Bismarck there.
The fullback.
Carson Wilkie on the tackle. Gain of 4, make it second down and 6.
Second and 6 in the 34. This one goes to Hankey again, the main workhorse for the Demons this evening. Trying to fight for that first down marker.
I think he got there.
Carter Hankey on the carry.
This Demons offense just continues to be explosive.
Have to get him down low. He is big and he is strong. You know, we talked at the beginning of the game how Barry Pennu was able to wear down defenses, and that's kind of what it looks like here for Hankey. He's just kind of wearing down this Mustangs D, and where we see Bismarck rotating that defensive line, Cheyenne going with the same defensive starters pretty much series in, series out. And so you get tired when you've been out there that long.
There's a dump off pass here from Hafner. That is Lamar.
Hafner's pass is complete to number 5, Preston Lamar.
And the Bismarck High fans wanting a
I
late
think
hit there.
They maybe had an argument for that, because that hit did take place outside the boundary, but no call forthcoming from the refs. It's a first down regardless for Bismarck.
In the red zone once again, the Demons are.
And
oh, look at this, Owens!
Right up the middle.
Touchdown right up the middle.
Touchdown Demons.
Demons go up 2 scores once again.
I think Bismarck's 2 possessions thus far this half, both touchdowns, no more than about 2.5 minutes that they've had the ball. That's not a recipe that is going to lead to success for Cheyenne. Still unable to figure out how to get a stop here.
Extra point is good easily, and it's 35-21 now with 5:32 to go here in the third quarter. The Demons offense continues to light up the Mustang defense. They lead 35-21 here. You're watching Cheyenne High School football here on Mustang Media. We'll be right back for the kickoff.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness, determination. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Haas on the return once again here after the kickoff. Demons respond once again with another touchdown, 35-21, and we're only halfway through, a little over halfway through the third quarter. This Demons offense is putting on a show, and the Mustang defense still struggling to get some tackling going.
Time for the Mustangs offense to try and keep pace with that Demon offense, starting from their own 31.
And really that second half kickoff kind of hurt the Mustangs with the Demons getting the ball first.
Yeah. Again, when you're behind and you have to try and match score for score.
This one goes to Wilson.
Good run by Race to get things started.
Brought down by number 22, Ashton Moslop.
Gain of about 6.5 on that.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Play action. Olsen looks.
Oh.
Nearly intercepted.
Ball was in the air and touched a lot of hands there. Looking for Deere, unable to haul it in. Two Bismarck defenders around, but no one able to haul it in.
We'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Mustangs.
This one's caught by Haas.
Good job by Caleb Haas.
Pass complete, number 17,
Picks up about an extra 5 yards after that initial contact.
Mustangs, first down.
So nice job there. You know, Sheyenne just has to try and get something going to get this crowd back involved in this. Crowd's far too quiet. The offense is moving the ball, and there's good.
Yeah, look at this. Another good play here. Olsen delivers a pass to Haas, and Caleb Haas is off to the races before he's pushed out of bounds at the 5.
Olsen's pass complete to number 17, Caleb
Great
Haas.
block by Cooper Bryant.
Pushed out by number 9, Ty Lewis.
Last guy there, Cooper Bryant lays him out, just trucks him. I thought Haas was going to be gone. Excuse me, but they catch him.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Not sure
Wilson on the carry.
that's going to be too many men on the field on the defense if they caught him that time.
Number 6, Tyson Jangula on the tackle.
See what. We'll get the call.
Illegal participation on the defense. Half the distance to the goal.
It's going to be half distance to goal. Illegal participation. Never heard of that.
I've heard of it, but I think it's one of those that it could mean a variety of things. Not sure exactly how that works out. Regardless, it's going to get Sheyenne a few extra yards.
Olsen's going to dump it off in here, and the pass is incomplete in the corner of the end zone. He's looking for Walter.
A lot of contact there, but nothing called.
Number 1, Colby Walters incomplete. Number 7, Jaron McNichols on the coverage.
So second down from the 2.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Dump off pass here to Wilson, and Wilson trying to fight and punches it in. Let's see.
They're going to say he's just short, inside the 1.
35, Luke Doctor on the tackle.
That might get the crowd fired up because the Mustang crowd felt like he was in.
It's going to be at the half-yard line.
Yeah.
So 3rd and goal inside the 1 here. And Olsen's going to keep it now. And he's in for the touchdown. The Mustangs respond with another touchdown, and it's another touchdown on the ground from Caden Olsen. So now back to a one-score game once again. The offense, both offenses continuing to put on a show. We're not even at the end of the third quarter, and we've already seen 9 touchdowns in this contest. And yeah, the crowd's getting into it now. The defense needs to get a stop here. The Mustangs are having a chance. Oh, look at this. It's going to be a fake. And Irie's going to get it in for the 2-1 conversion. How about that?
That is another $80 donated by Western State.
Faked out the demons. They didn't even know it him.
Not ready for that. And
we weren't ready for that, really.
No.
If the booth's not even ready for it, you know you tricked someone. 35-29, so the Mustangs are within 6.
Western State Bank, your hometown bank.
$3:55 to go here in the third quarter. Defense needs to get a stop. That's just been the theme for the second half, and defensive stop for the Mustangs will be huge and definitely get the momentum back in their favor.
I guess if you're Cheyenne's defensive coordinating staff here, you maybe have to start thinking about some run blitzes, something that gets some guys going upfield. That puts a lot of pressure on your secondary and that second level of defenders, but something's got to change. You maybe need to start going after the ball a little bit, punching at that ball on the tackles. But something's going to have to give here, because still 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, but Sheyenne has really not shown a whole lot of any ability to slow Bismarck down here at all in the second half.
Luckily, the offense came to put points on the board to keep it close and manageable. All it takes is one stop here. Proceed right around the 15. This is McNichols again looking for a block, and he gets to the outside here. Oh, he shoots back to the right, and big return from McNichols once again.
There's a hold back here at about the 30, 35-yard line, so this one's going to be coming back. There was a hold on that one, pretty obvious. Bismarck player had a fistful of jersey on that one, and that's what sprung McNichols for that long return. So refs were on top of that. They saw it. So this works in Cheyenne's favor. Let's see, it's spot of the foul and back 10. Where are they going to go with this? Looks like back to the 30 to start.
Demons take over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
So I think, like I said, Jackson, I think this is where you start sending some linebackers, maybe a D-back or a safety off the edge. You got to do something to put some pressure on this on this offense. There's a good tackle.
Yep.
For Carter Hankey on the carry.
Hankey on the carry.
On the tackle.
I think that was Menz on that one. Good job going down low. Since about the second quarter, Cheyenne's been trying to tackle him up high, and he's so big and strong with that stiff arm that they're just not able to wrap up. So good job by Menz getting down low on that one.
Hankey again up the middle. Good tackle right around the 38.
Yeah. The only thing is, Menz is not a defensive lineman. He's playing in that second level. So that means Hankey's still rolling off about 4 or 5 yards every time. And it's an improvement, but that's still a lot more yards than you want to be giving up on every run.
3rd and 1.
And there's the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be another first down for the Demons.
Number 3, Quinn Hafner on the quarterback keeper.
I think you got to start bringing those linebackers up and filling those running lanes.
52 Ty Jollery on the tackle. Gain of 3 will make it 1st and 10 for the Demons from the 42.
Hankey again to the right side. He picks up another 5 to 6, 7 yards there.
Carter Hankey on the tackle.
Mustang defender looking for a hold on that, but refs weren't buying that, so pick up a 7.
Gain of 8.
8.
Make it 2nd and 2 from midfield.
Inside of 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Stop is crucial here.
There's that
Up the
dive.
middle. Yeah, dive, fullback dive.
28, Bridger Owens.
That's
on the
Owens
carry.
who scored the last touchdown for the Demons.
Connor Mansky and Kate Petschok on the stop. Yardage is enough for a 1st down. That was a gain of 3. It'll make it 1st and 10 from the Mustangs' 47-yard line.
And Jackson, we've mentioned throughout the year, this is not the same type of defensive line of the team that won the state championship. There's no Theron Parson. There's no big space eaters up there like there have been in years past. So this has to be, you really have a very small margin of error when you're on defense. If someone gets taken out with that block, that's letting a running back or somebody get to the second level, and that puts a tremendous pressure on your defense.
Gain of 4 will make it 2nd and 6 from the 43.
So Bismarck still breaking off chunks of yardage. 4 on that one. So we're under 30 seconds here to go in the third quarter. That might be a false start on that one. That might be the break that Cheyenne needed here, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
That 5-yard penalty will make it 2nd and 11 from the 48.
Possibly one more play to go here in the third quarter. 2nd 11 from the 48.
And they're going to sit and wait on that. They're not going to run anything here. They're going to turn around, go with the wind.
It's going to be a smart decision. And yeah, we're going to reach the end of the third quarter. And the Demons still lead by 1 score, 35 to 29. Another electric quarter of offensive football. Mustangs trying to get a stop here, but the Demons still up 1 score. We'll be right back for the start of the fourth quarter. You're watching Cheyenne High School football here on Mustang Media.
Remarkable things together.
That is the break the Mustang defense needed. A big sack from Grant Knodel. Apologize, we had some technical difficulties coming back there from the commercial.
3rd and 17. This might be that opportunity for that stop. Great job by Knodel. Hafner trying to fake him out, and Knodel just kept pursuing.
This is the big break the Mustang defense needed. This is the biggest play of the game here. Hafner rolls out, pump fakes. He's going to look deep, and it's intercepted!
Great
the
job
Mustangs
by
get the
Menz.
stop they needed.
Oh,
that's Irie.
Sully Irie.
Yeah,
you could see that coming. He read that play the entire time. Little flood route, little go route that they were looking to get. up the sideline, and you could see from our vantage point that Sully Irie was tracking that the entire way, times it perfectly, and finally a turnover.
First and 10 from their own 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield, the Mustangs have an opportunity to go down and retake the lead for the first time since the early part of the second quarter.
Olsen's gonna fire and pass. Oh, nearly caught. That was Cooper Bryant.
That was well designed. Bryant had nothing but green field in front of him, just turf in front of him, and Olsen just led him just a smidge too far. Bryant lays out, but unable to reel it in.
Wilson gets the cuts back, and he almost breaks free, and Wilson gets down past the 35. And the momentum now back in Cheyenne's favor.
And this crowd is getting into it.
Irie with the interception after the Grant Canola sack. And the Mustang offense continues to move the ball.
They've got the Demons on their heels a little bit.
Re-race Wilson on the carry. 28 Bridger Owens on the
What a way to
tackle.
start out the fourth quarter.
Gain of a yard brings up second down and 9.
Kane Olsen's going to keep it here.
Nice run, close to the first down.
Tackle by number 7, Jaron
That was a nice game play just now.
It's like just shy.
They'll bring up third down and short for the Mustangs.
Hits a wall there. That was Wilson. The Demons.
That was well
defensive line,
diagnosed by
that is
the
huge.
defensive line. Looked like Cheyenne was a little uncertain as to what they wanted to do. They're going to huddle up this time. This is a crucial fourth down. Opportunity for Bismarck to make a stand to get the ball back and maybe run some time down as we're winding down towards 9 minutes to go here in the game.
Man, the offense needs to come through here. The one time the defense came through, you got to convert here on fourth down. 2 for 3 on fourth down. The Mustangs are this evening. Olsen drops back. Pass is caught by Caleb
That's
Deere.
going to be, it's short. Yes, short. Just shy of the line to gain by about half a yard. So Bismarck holds and gets the ball back after Cheyenne turned them over with the Sully Irie interception. So that time, now it's the defense. Can they step up once again? We saw that in that Davies game where the first half was score after score after score, and the defense came up big 3 or 4 separate times in that second half with big stops. We'll see if Cheyenne's able to do it one more time tonight.
Hankey up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Hankey up past the 45.
Carter Hankey on the carry, stopped by number 4, Noah Olsen.
Big run there.
Gain of 22, first and 10 for the Demons from the 47.
Run up the middle once again. Owens fighting his way past the first down marker.
That was all effort on Owens' part right there. He was stopped. He was stood up about 3 yards shy, and he just kept those legs churning. And he's able to get out, move the sticks one more time for Bismarck as we're coming up on 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
First and 10 from the Mustangs' 41-yard line.
False start there.
Flag on the play.
Well, that's how the last one started, a false start. The last time Cheyenne was able to hold them.
Yeah, it was a false start, then it was a sack by Grant Canola, capped off by a Sullivan-Irie interception. Unfortunately, the offense, the one drive they get stopped is in the drive that they had a chance to tie the game. So a defense needs to come up big here again. Less than 8 minutes to go here in the game.
Good job.
For Carter Hankey on the carry, stopped by number 22, Braden Olson.
Again, Bismarck looking to eat up as much of this clock as they can. 2nd and 11. But Bismarck in no rush. Trying to use as much of the play clock as they can, as we're about to go under 7 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Like a dead gun, you know?
If Cheyenne is able to stop them here, probably only going to have 5.5 minutes or so. It might be their last opportunity to possess the ball. But first they have to get that stop. There's that pitch.
Yep, here's Hankey up the middle again. He picks up all. Let's see if he gets the first down. I think he did.
Carter Hankey on the carry, stopped by number 10, Kason Menz.
Just a yard short.
Hey, Mustang fans.
3rd and 1.
Down and 1 for the Demons.
I got to believe if you're Cheyenne, you got to send the linebackers here. You got to just run blitz this. We've seen Hafner get the yards on the quarterback sneak multiple times. We're also set up for potentially that dive play. And there's the quarterback sneak. And that's enough.
Yep.
I think you have to stack the line there. You have to do what you can to try and prevent that. So now under 6 to go and first down for Bismarck.
Yeah, time is on your side if you're Bismarck right now. You're up a score here and first down, ball's on the 30, less than 6 minutes to go. Defense needs to start putting a little more pressure, be a little more aggressive. Possibly try to strip the ball as you're trying to
start punching at that, see if you can pop it out of someone's hands. I think after that last interception, I don't know that Bismarck's in any rush to try and throw the ball here when they can keep handing it off and burning clock.
Especially when Hankey's putting on a tremendous performance on the ground.
So you got about 4 on that one.
For 18, Connor Mansky on the tackle. Gain of 3, makes it 2nd down and 7.
I just find it funny that like the word's so balanced.
Run up the middle once again.
The word's so balanced. Like while we are suffering recording for them, they're in their home cozy just watching it.
In Mustang fans. It's 3rd.
So 3rd and about 4.
4 for the Demons.
Again, I think you have to blitz your linebackers here. You have to have guys rushing up. Again, this is where we've seen Hafner sneak it, or that dive play, that dive option. Oh,
yeah, Hafner's gonna keep it here through the air and pass is caught. Demons pick up a first down. That's Lamar.
I still think that's your best option is trying to bring your guys.
Yeah, touchdown here could put the game on ice for less than 4 minutes to go.
Mustangs 12.
You know what? This was Cali. You guys don't know how to worry with this.
New set of downs. Hankey keeps it. Yeah, the crowd's trying to tell the defense to strip it there when you get
that guy stood up and that whistle hasn't blown yet. You got to get guys punching at that, ripping at that ball, trying to see if you can get it out of there. Maybe a loss of one, no gain on that. But under 3 minutes to go. You know, Coach Newton, then here's the decision. Do you start burning your timeouts on defense when you want to save them for offense? Because this clock is continuing to run. And Hafner doing a nice job of taking that play clock all the way down to 3 or 2 before he snaps the ball each time.
Hankey's going to keep it here.
Report Carter Hankey on the carry. Stop by number 4, Noah Olson. Hey, Mustang fans. It's third down and 6 for the Demons.
Newton not electing to call a timeout. 3rd and 6. That clock is continuing to run. We're down to 2 minutes here.
It'll be about 1:50 when Bismarck snaps this. They're in no rush.
Here's a run, and this Hafner's tackled.
Great job by Cade Petchak. 150. And Cheyenne burns their first time out here. It's going to bring up a 3rd and, or is that 4th?
It's going to be 4th down coming up.
4th down coming up. And about 6. And then we saw Bismarck look to kick a field goal from about this position at the end of the first half. And of course, Hankey got just under it and ended up missing that one. But the field goal works just as well here. That kind of puts this game out of reach. So Coach Gibson thinking over what his options are here on 4th and 6. Still not a lot of time for Cheyenne if they were able to get a stop or if a field goal were missed.
I think you go for the field goal here. Try to put this game really out of reach. They'll put it on ice.
The clock would stop on a change of possession.
Coming out of the timeout, it is 4th down and 6 for the Demons. Let that defense hear you, Mustangs.
No field goal attempt. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yep. Here it is. It's going to be 25-yarder. He missed a 29-yarder earlier. It's going to be from the middle once again. This could put the game on ice. Kick is up.
And that's
good. It is good.
So down 9 at 1:46. You're going to have to score quickly, have an onside kick, get a recovery, and go from there. But first things first, see if you can get a big return here. One thing Hankey's done a pretty good job of today is directionally kicking, and it's been Caleb Haas that's been on the receiving end of most of the kicks. Hankey's done a good job of angling it and keeping it away from Race Wilson to try and eliminate that big return. So we'll see how Bismarck looks to kick this one. Just an update from those scores around the league. St. Mary's leads Legacy 38-21. Fargo North leads West Fargo 23-18 with about 4 minutes left to go. Minot all over Williston 56-0. Shanley up by 1, 34-33 at the start of the 4th. And Davies defeated Century 28-7 earlier tonight in 3A action.
Number 21, Ross Fisher, kicking off for the Demons. Reese Wilson deep for the Mustangs.
Turn is right around the 25. So the Demons cap off their drive with a 25-yard field goal from Carter Hankey.
Come on, Mustang.
extends the Demon lead to 9, so it's a 2-score game here. And the Mustangs are going to need a miracle. Pass is caught by Caleb Deere. Tackled right around the 36.
Caleb Deere stopped by number 7, Sharon McNichols. First and 10 from 36.
Let me just warm up. Let me like.
Olsen avoids the sack, gets rid of it. Pass is incomplete. He's looking for Caleb Deere once again.
Olsen's pass intended for Caleb Deere is incomplete. Second and 10 from 36.
Olsen pump fakes, fires deep, and it's intercepted, and that will seal the deal. Number 22, that is Mossoff with the interception for the Demons. He was looking for Caleb Deere. Also was looking for Caleb Deere once again. And the Demons have sealed the deal. They come into West Fargo here, and they're going to knock off the Mustangs. Their defense comes up big when they had their backs against the walls. Sullivan Irie had an interception there to get the ball back to the Mustangs. For the Mustangs, a chance to go on a drive and tie the game and take the lead with an extra point or a 2-point conversion, but the Demons defense comes up with the stop the last couple of drives there.
So with 1:13, Bismarck just has to hold on to the ball here.
55 Kate Petschak on the
Cheyenne opting not to use
Tina 2 makes it 2nd and 8.
their timeouts, conceding that this one appears to be in the books.
This is going to be the first home loss of the season for the Mustangs, and their only home loss in the regular season.
I think maybe Bismarck is going to use a timeout here as they were running out of time on the play clock. So 34 seconds. All they'll need to do is handle one more snap, and that should take us to the end. So this will be interesting, Jackson, to see what this does with the QRF ratings and to see who ends up as the 2 seed. There's still one more week of regular season action, so theoretically things could still shuffle around. And of course, we mentioned Cheyenne does not have an easy finish to the year as they're going out to face a Mandan team that's giving Shanley all they want tonight in South Fargo. So, you know, obviously nothing's going to be set in stone until after next week's games, but probably still a lot of potential landing spots for the Mustangs in terms of their seeding for the year and for the playoffs, as we'll look to get those underway later in October.
Yeah, that's all she wrote for this one. The Demons are going to come into town, and they're going to knock off the Mustangs. 38-29 is your final score. The Mustangs will drop to 6-2, while the Demons will improve to 6-2. What a game this was. What a win for the Demons on the road. They had some great support in the crowd as well. Man, that was an offensive, you know,
it was an offensive explosion,
right,
yeah. You know, and we said at the outset of this one that Bismarck's certainly not a pushover when you have the 2 and 4 ranked teams in the state going up against each other. You knew this was a good Bismarck squad, and they certainly played it as such. They were a really, really good team, and they proved it tonight. This is a great win for their program, coming here on the road and defeating West Fargo Cheyenne tonight. For Cheyenne, you know, probably a question of, you know, what could have been if the defense could have gotten a stop, or when Sully Irie got that interception, had they been able to convert and score you know, it might have been a different story, but that's how sports goes sometimes. You know, you think you've got things kind of figured out, and obviously the injury to Barry Penu, the looked like an ankle, is probably that hurt, because Race Wilson did a great job filling in, but that took Race Wilson away from his normal position offensively. So that meant there were some issues there, and we certainly hope that Barry Penu's going to be okay as we look forward to the end of the season and a playoff run here.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the Mustangs, kind of unfortunate things occurred there. You know, at the beginning of the second half, the Demons got the ball first, so that gave them a chance to go up 2 scores. You know, defensively, the Mustangs weren't performing well all night long, and then the one time they get a defensive stop that they needed, the offense couldn't come through when they were putting on a show all night long. And yeah, it's just kind of a double whammy for the Mustangs tonight.
It really was, and you know, for a lot of the games that we've done this year, you know, Sheyenne had turned the ball over, and until that last series had done a really nice job of taking care of the ball. And, you know, as you mentioned, Jackson, their offense had performed very well throughout the course of the evening, but sometimes it comes down to just one big possession offensively or defensively, or a special teams type of play, and that's what makes the difference in the outcome of the game. And Cheyenne's going to come up just short tonight in a loss to the Bismarck Demons.
Yep, this loss really kind of hurts, because, you know, it just seemed like it could go either way, and the Mustangs, you know, I mean, their offense just came to play. Both offenses. This was a very fun game to watch, and the Demons just were on the upside tonight.
They were, and so we'll have to wait and see how the playoff seedings play out as to whether or not we'll be able to broadcast any more football games this season. But, you know, certainly nothing for Sheyenne to hang their heads about or anything like that. They gave a good effort, just not enough tonight against the Bismarck Demons.
Yep, that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. The Demons coming to town, and they knock off the Mustangs 38-29. The Mustangs will drop to 6-2, while the Demons will improve to 6-2, as I stated earlier. And what a win for the Demons this was. Huge win to come in to the Century Health Mustang Stadium here and knock off the Mustangs. Well, yeah, as you said, Dan, we'll see how this impacts the QRF, and we'll update you guys if we'll be able to stream any playoff games. But the Mustangs are going to go and take on Mandan out at Mandan next Friday, and the Demons are going to look to finish their season off with the win after this huge win that they picked up after coming off, you know, of a loss.
A close loss to Minot, absolutely.
Yep. Don't forget to check out our social media pages on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell so you can get notifications on when we go live for these streams. We thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Also, shout out to our production and camera crew. They are out in the freezing cold tonight.
It was a cold night for them, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was a cold night, and yeah, we couldn't do this without them. So we also just thank you guys for all the support and for tuning in to watch these games. We're happy to provide this to you. I'm Jackson Miller.
I'm Dan Wolf.
Mustang Nation, we'll see you guys next time here on Mustang Media.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight. It's a dangerous love affair. Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Yeah, I say that we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.